once again.
Hey, lovers, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you so much. I'm excited to have you join as I get my guest on. I just wanted to say that I had a little option if that might important with me. I should say that in a lot of prayer to the family right now. On all Saturday. How are you guys doing? Hope everything's amazing. Back with my guest quick and let her know. All right. All righty, you guys. And let me do something real quick. Let me make this public, as you know that I do. Thank you so much for coming by. So much going on in the world. Did you guys go to my TikTok? TikTok is D Shields the number one, okay? D Shields the number one. I hope you guys follow me on TikTok, and I had to do a research over there on the Gorilla Glue. Did you guys hear what happened? So there was a girl who was trying to lay her hair down. I'm not sure. The two videos she saw the person say gorilla store, but she ended up buying the industrial gorilla spray. Industrial gorilla, okay? So that was a lot. So what I did over there on my TikTok, you'll go over there, D Shields number one. So just D Shields one. And I showed her the one that she probably, and you just go over there and let me know if you agree. What people have already in comments and said, you know what, D, I think that is the one she was really looking for. So it happens. It happens, right? Right. And let's just say this morning I started out with she does her YouTube, Facebook also, but social media live kind of grand rising encouragement, and we go in, we do the work, and we work through, the things that are presented, right? And she also had opened up and asked beyond kind of segment, so she was answering some questions over there in regards to the money side. I was saying on the side, the money is in your mind. That was powerful, right? It's all about the ways that what we put in our mind. Okay. Um, Also, make sure B.Fly, let me know when you're on. All right, and let me know when you're backstage and you backstage. So I'm gonna get my guest on, and I'm excited to bring her. B.Fly.
Hey, how are you?
I didn't do anything just now. You guys, welcome. Guest
Let's see.
B.Fly is in the house,
Can you hear me?
and if it moves, you guys, I see a sun there. So it's on. That was extremely cold. Being a camera on, I had to adjust that. All right. So not causing the problems. All right. So B.Fly, let me know. Did that work? I think I know what I may have had going on. That may
Can you hear
make
me?
it. Yeah, I can hear you and I can see you. So let's just let's not do that again. I think I have when I add that Wi-Fi to the regular phone service, that doesn't do well. But I didn't want to have any glitches because I don't want anyone to miss anything that you have to say. So thank you for coming live on the show. It is
Thank
the
you for
phenomenal,
having me.
beautiful,
I'm
live
having
from
a
the
hard time hearing you. Let me.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
Maybe
Let
I
me
got
make
too much
sure.
going on over here.
I probably have two. All right, and I had hot flashes, so I have that fan going. So
let's see.
tell me if that fan is too loud. You guys, thank you so much for coming and tuning in once again. I appreciate that every Saturday. Give us some feedback. You guys here as well. I made it public. I heard that before. You guys would tell me I'm not making it public during the live. And I wanted to make, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome everybody that's jumping in. Talk back. Feel free to do so. I am going to make sure, let's see, I'm going to make sure that I have it set up where I can talk back with you. Okay. Turn this down. All right. So Britt says he can hear us clearly. So that's good. Let me pull up. I appreciate you guys sticking around for the interview. Okay. We're going to start out talking about beautiful butterfly, where she's from. We're going to talk about her birthplace, get a little insight on her upbringing, the childhood and teen years. So that's what we're going to start with, okay? And I had a family emergency call that happened right before I got on. You guys, so I was like, oh no, this is what that real life is like, right? Well, it's always been this way, but it's been radio. It's been a podcast, so you guys don't have never had to see everything going on. But right now, all right. So tell me how it's going. It says that the connection is clear. Brent Reborn, thank you for the feedback in the background. He says that we're good. He can hear us clearly. B.Fly, say a couple of words for us. I hear some noise, but not everything. Okay, you guys, hold on. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna check some things in the background just to see. I appreciate you guys sticking around. So anyway, so I had a call come in and my grandbaby in Germany, and that one is really difficult because let you know no, pre-pandemic let anything go on, and I'm ready to catch a flight real quick to go be there, and so this one is like, oh my goodness, like I want to be there, and I have to use technology to be a part of what's going, the baby being sick, and that's scary for the mom, scary for dad, it's scary for grandma also. So hold on, you guys. I'm gonna get a new stream. So it could be just
Let's
terrifying
see.
altogether. All right, I can hear some sound. Can you hear us? Can you hear me? I should say. So it's just terrifying altogether, right? Let's see what happens. Oh, that's good. Okay,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Well,
I can hear
good.
you. I'm excited. Thank you
Yay!
so much for coming on the show. And look at me. Where's
Thank
my
you for
camera button?
having me.
Everything is like I'm trying to do this. Let me tell you guys a really funny story before we start with B.Fly. I went to the Colorado dispensary, and without it being a federal across the nation legalization, you have to use cash when you go in there. So I'm going in there and I was like, oh, cash. So I went to the ATM, and let me tell you how some young girls, I love the young people. So I'm trying to do like this and get the ATM. I kind of need my debit card back. It's the pandemic. So I needed my debit card back. I couldn't get it. The nails, you guys. So I was like, so I'm trying to do like this to get it back. And I couldn't. So the girl says, she said, Miss, if you'll go, she said, if you'll get the thing that we use for our eyelashes, carry that around with you and you can just pull your card. Let me tell you how I love young people. Young people have finessed how to do things. Isn't it? Woo, I love the young people. B.Fly, welcome to the show.
Well, welcome,
Isn't that
welcome.
Thank you so much for coming on. Beautiful
Thank
butterfly, friend
you.
of the show for so many years. And let me tell you how I had a wonderful memory. I'll just say his name and we won't talk field. But, because this is your interview. But I had a memory when you came and guest host when I interviewed Mr. Marcus. And I just interacted with him 2 days ago and yesterday on Twitter to get him back on the show. So we're talking. And soon when he sent that, I was thinking, I was like, and then tomorrow I have B.Fly. I started thinking about you. So
That
thank
show,
you.
oh my gosh,
Woo!
that show was hilarious.
It really
Hilarious.
was. It really was
Oh my
hilarious.
God.
I'm hoping he can come back and do it again. He didn't say no, you guys. He didn't say no. So that's always a good thing, right?
It is. It always is a good
Yeah.
thing. So
So
how are you doing out there?
I am amazing. It is bipolar weather. Literally because it was snowing at 2 a.m. and the sun was out when I got up. So I'm just hoping I don't get sick from that, right? So
I
whatever
know,
comes from
right?
that. But I was telling my viewers that you're gonna tell us where you're from. Tell us your story before the
Hmm.
radio.
Okay. Wow. Before radio, um, I got into radio because I was a stay-at-home wife. And so I was at home and I came across back then Blog Talk Radio
Yay.
and
Hmm.
started listening to different shows. And then I don't know if you remember, but back in the day they used to have these Ning sites. And so
Yeah. I
yeah,
remember. I remember. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I was
Yeah.
a part of some of them, and one of the ladies on there um was doing a started wanting to do a show. And so she
Okay.
wanted people from the site to come on there and kind of chime in on topics. And so
Hmm.
I did that
Hmm.
for a while. And then I started listening and I was like, I don't want to talk about this junk. Like,
Right. Exactly. Like the
you
stuff
know,
that you see over on the BTR.
yeah, I don't want to talk about this. So
Yeah.
I kind of, I told my husband, I was like, I think I could do this on my own. I think I
Mhm.
can, you know, work this.
You did. You
So
did.
hence
Hmm.
started. And I just kind of tiptoed in because I was kind of hesitant about it because, as you know, we had like some major, like heavy hitters
Yeah, we
um,
did. Hmm.
on Block
You
Talk.
did. You had more heavy hitters than I had, but absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember one
so
of your shows on Blog Talk Radio, and you know how I'm always cutting people off. You know my bad habit, right? So I'm always cutting people off and I'm talking, and the girl was like, shut up. And I was like, the beautiful butterfly saved me. She just told me to be quiet. I shut up though. I shut up. I did it. Oh man, we had so much fun on Blog Talk Radio. I miss
we
it.
did.
Hmm.
And I met a lot of
Yeah.
good people and I learned a lot. I learned how to make what I wanted to do better. So, but yeah, so getting back to the original question, I am
Yeah.
from North Carolina. I'm from Asheville,
Hey,
North
North
Carolina.
Carolina. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we're kind of,
Okay.
people know us as like the Blue Ridge Mountains and all that kind of stuff. So a lot
Yeah.
of people surprisingly didn't know a lot of black people stay here, but we do. We're
I know
here.
until we saw it on reality TV. It was one reality TV
Yeah.
show had somebody on there,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So um, that is where I am from. And so once I
Awesome.
got married, I relocated to Georgia. Stayed there for about 6 years. And then after I had my daughter, moved back. So everybody knows her as Baby Butterfly. So
Oh, I love her. She's the most
yeah,
beautiful. And sometimes I want to say so much. And I was like, she's going to get on her Instagram, like, Mommy, who's this lady? I don't know her. I do not know her, but she's beautiful. I'm so
thank
happy for you
you,
guys.
thank you.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Indeed. So you're you went to school where, as far as high school and all that?
High school, I went to Asheville High School for about a year. And then my mom relocated to another city about 20, 25 minutes away. So I went to North Henderson High School. We had probably about 15 black kids in the whole school.
Wow. Okay. I can
So
relate,
that was a
Austin.
different,
I can relate.
that was a huge culture shock because,
Right.
pretty much all through from kindergarten, elementary, middle. We were diverse, but it was still more black kids in the school. So it
Hmm.
was different to go to a school where you're kind of outnumbered, so to
Pretty
speak.
much. Pretty much.
But I
Yeah.
didn't. It was a great experience. I learned a lot. I had really great teachers, and I felt like I kind of advanced more. Um, being there. So yeah. So after that, then I went on to college um, at Gardner Webb University, which was a
All
private
right.
Christian school. Uh,
Okay. Okay. That's why she's such a good girl. She is such a beautiful spirit. That's why my parents should have snatched me back into the church and you guys,
Child, I
but
don't
yeah,
know. I
no.
don't know. These, Christian universities, that's what people think, but they be turning up.
I went to UMHB, University of Mary Hardin Baylor, my children as well. And boy, the cops are busy on they get busy on
you know?
universities. So Christian universities as well. That's funny. That's funny. Oh my God. And then I
Yeah.
wanted to, what else did you want to tell me about the family, about the upbringing?
Mm. Well, I have two brothers. I have one
What?
sister.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that. Oh, I
I'm
didn't
the
know that.
baby.
Mm,
I am
I
the
didn't know that.
baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, and so actually, me and my sister, yeah, me and my sister are 15 years apart. um,
Wow, parents.
and
That was a break. That was a break. That
yeah,
was, oh
I always
wow.
tell my mama like, yeah, you thought you was done, and then you was out
Right?
here, honey.
Maybe she's like, okay, they're about to leave the house. I mean, she had it all worked out, and the
Yeah.
beautiful butterfly decided.
Yeah, so I'm the baby.
Yeah. Wow.
Uh, my mom, a very strong woman. My dad
Mhm.
actually died 3 weeks after I was born.
I'm
So
sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
I really
Yeah.
never got to
Yeah.
meet him, but I'm
Well,
pretty close to my dad's side of the family, so they're able to share, a lot with me. So are my aunts and my mom, and stuff
yeah.
like that. So yeah,
Oh, so that's good though that you're close to the family.
yeah,
Anybody in
yeah.
his family that does your mother say anyone in his family is a lot like him?
Mm, um, probably some of Yeah, probably some of my uncles and
Mm.
actually my brother, who's actually my half brother, but I don't call him that. I call him my brother. But we um we actually reconnected several years ago. And the
Okay.
pictures that I have of my father, I'm gonna try to bring it up in a little bit to
Okay.
show you, but
Okay.
he's almost like the
Okay.
splitting image of my dad.
Wow.
So
Wow.
the first
Wow.
time I saw him, one of my aunts on my father's side was having a birthday party, and we met, and it was kind of like surreal because I'm like, wow, you look just like our dad,
Right.
So it
Exactly.
was a
Yeah.
really, yeah, surreal
That's
moment.
it's like a gift. I watched the Soul movie. Did you watch it with Nala? It's
Yes, I
Nala,
did.
right?
Nala, yep,
Okay. Yeah. So the Great Beyond kind of gifted you with,
yeah,
I'm all, yeah, you know where I'm going with that,
yeah,
but
I got you.
oh, yeah, I feel that way with my brother. I feel that way about my brother because he's the spitting image of my father. And
Hmm.
indeed, indeed. My brother also looks
Yeah.
like Jamie Foxx. All of it is disturbing, but we're not talking about me. All right, so it's disturbing. B.Fly, describe yourself in a hashtag. Beautiful. You have
Hashtag.
a beautiful spirit. So if it's just your whole persona, but what would you say you are in a hashtag?
Oh gosh. Like usually when people ask me like how I'm doing, I always say I'm fluttering. So I think I
Love
would
it.
put fluttering constantly would probably be my
Mm,
hashtag.
that's
Because
good.
I feel like I'm constantly stretching my wings and in different directions, and it feels good. I didn't do
Yeah.
that for a long time. I kind of just stayed in one place,
Right.
so to speak. And so now I think, um, yeah, I'm spreading my wings more. So I'm constantly
Yeah.
fluttering, seeing what can I do
Indeed.
to make myself better,
Right.
to you know, yeah.
Yeah, B.Fly is fluttering. And somebody told me something about a butterfly, like when the butterfly lands. Have you heard that? Like when the butterfly lands in a certain place and
Hmm.
like the ancestors and a message from the ancestors and that kind of thing. It was said to
Yeah,
me around the time when my husband was killed. So, yeah,
yeah.
fluttering and landing into our lives and bringing us some greatness and going to the next and blessing the next. B.Fly is fluttering and I love it. That was perfect.
I
Yeah,
am.
you are. And now what's one thing that we do not know about you? I didn't know you had all the siblings, so but what is something that the viewers and the listeners do not know about you?
Oh wow. Um, wow. Probably that I am very emotional.
Yeah. Wow, wow.
um, I'm
Wow,
a
wow, I
very
would have thought that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
very
Hmm.
emotional person.
Yeah.
But most people, yeah, most people meeting me probably will tell you you can't tell that until we start talking about certain subjects or um, even just how I feel about people. Like I can feel connections. Like I've always been able to feel vibes with people. So I kind of
Okay.
know if that's a person that I want to deal with or not deal with. So
That's a
um,
good, and you
yeah.
have to have that gift because who should you have around, who shouldn't you have around?
Hmm.
If without
Yeah,
that gift, you're gonna have all the wrong people around. So
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
grateful for that that discernment, in that
yeah.
factor.
Exactly, exactly. I'm one of those like I don't fit in any category. When I'm in Colorado, being a 5% African American in this state,
Mm,
white people don't really want me there either. And then
yeah,
when I am in our people, why she talk like that? Why she just what?
yeah, yeah.
I don't
I
fit
I
in anywhere.
I could definitely understand that. Actually, I just had that conversation. I think with somebody on a Facebook post, and they talked
Okay.
about how, um, uh, why is it that black people are told, you sound white, you talk
Oh,
white. Like, what
I
does that
hate that
mean?
term. What does that
And
mean?
so, I kind of shared my story because I felt like, that's one that I've gotten pretty much my whole life. Um, it started like I had some cousins very young,
Hmm.
who were, we don't want to play with her. She acts like a white girl. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
so I remember, I
I
remember
have the
one of them
same
writing a
story,
letter.
literally.
Yeah, writing a
Yeah.
letter like, we don't want to play with you because you act white and, stuck up. And so at that time, my grandmother was living. I was like, what does this mean? And
Hmm.
so my
Hmm.
grandma was like, baby, don't worry about that. You are who you are. And so, but I guess even till this day, I don't really know what that means, to act white and sound white because this is how I've
Yeah.
always sounded and acted. Um,
Right. So you don't know, you kind of don't know any other thing. And this is the
I
thing.
don't know.
I
Yeah.
am a person that believes that that's a term that came from white supremacy and just dropped into the black culture because
Yeah.
white people wish they could act like D.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
no.
right. You're right.
I was raised by a mother who insists on enunciating. I was raised by parents and grandparents who insist on reading and being well rounded and being
Yeah.
well versed in the cultures. And so
Hmm.
it looks different depending on your
Yeah.
upbringing. But I
Yeah.
won't give that to white people because I've had all black upbringing. So I
Right.
can't, I have a mixture of friends that they had that were white, but my
Right.
upbringing and who did that, that was all black. So I
Yeah.
mean, thank you for giving it to white people, but no, it's all black over here, sis. you know? I'm sorry. I hope that answered that question for those people who say that. Right? I'm always off topics. B.Fly, keep me in check. Keep me in check. You know how I do.
Well, I
Um,
love it. I love it.
you
I
know,
love it.
you know. What's your wake up ritual like? I don't know what you do every day, and I know that your child is probably about school age, right? So, what's your
Hmm.
wake up ritual like?
Uh, wow. Well, oh, yeah. So something else people probably didn't know about me was um, I am a preschool teacher. So, um,
Oh, you're good for preschool. That is perfect for you. Okay, loves it, loves it. I didn't know that.
so preschool teacher.
Yeah.
So, me and my daughter began the virtual journey. Actually, yeah, it's almost coming up on a year. Last March. So, and with that, so before it was kind of, rush, rush, let's get to school. So, but now, since the pandemic, I get up, I take my shower, I light my incense. My daughter calls them cigarettes. She's like, Mama, why you lighting cigarettes? Oh
I love
my God.
children. Oh my goodness, that's so
I'm like,
funny. Yes.
cigarettes? I don't smoke.
Cigarettes, girl,
But
not in the house.
so I like my
That's funny.
incense. I just
Yeah.
take some time to kind of do some breathing techniques. I've really tried to get into meditation. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe somebody out here can help me with that
Yeah.
because my
Do
brain is
you feel
like,
like because is it because you're always thinking and your brain's always
yeah,
moving?
it
Here's the
is.
thing that I learned
Yeah,
from one of the meditation people. They taught me because that's me. They said,
yeah.
"Don't worry about that. Let it move." Like
Okay,
that's your
okay,
flow. That's your way,
okay.
right? So people, because some people think
Yeah,
that you have to get still. We're not monks.
yeah.
We want to be. I would love to be a monk for a little bit. I probably could get rid of a lot of stuff in life, but we're not monks. And we're always thinking and moving, and we live in a culture that has more going
Right,
on than a monk in that kind of
right.
environment. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
let it move and I think that also what I think about when I'm doing my meditation, certain frequencies, because I use
yeah.
Ian Levanzette said for busy minds to use solfeggio frequencies, and so I
Okay,
started that last year, and it's good for us. And
okay.
it also helps that creative muse moment happen. So yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have
I
to
say
try
keep on
that.
being busy. Yeah, be busy in
Yeah,
it. We're all
yeah.
different. Some people, the people that are like, I am thinking of nothing. I'm like, girl, you a lie. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, how do you do that? Like, and I've tried, like,
Yeah.
really sitting
Hmm.
here, like, I'm turning off the TV. I'm getting in a quiet space, and people are like, just allow your mind to go blank, and I'm like, but my mind doesn't
Exactly.
ever go blank.
Exactly. Exactly. It's always something going on. So yeah,
It's
I
always.
think that's only for if you're like I said, in some area where there's no TV, no social media, no husband, no children. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that's for everyone.
Yeah.
So, when you say, what is it like when you get up and you're doing that meditation, you're getting ready for your day? Do you have a certain thing do you have to have every morning? Like mine is orange juice.
Um,
The house is
Girl.
getting torn up without orange juice.
Yes, yes, yes. So I do orange juice. Okay, first of all, I know people might think this is a little extreme, but since the pandemic, so first of all, let me say the pandemic had me in all kind of fields. Like I just felt kind of all over the place, and so early on in the pandemic, I had an uncle who was really like a father figure to me pass away. Um,
I'm sorry to hear that.
due to other health related reasons. But
Right.
um, so during that time, I was very anxious. My anxiety was just
Hmm.
through the roof, and I couldn't find any type of balance. And so that led me to the incense and the deep breathing and just kind of getting
That's
in that
good.
space. But so with the pandemic, it also just made me nervous. So every morning I take my temperature.
I know.
I take my
Okay, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Yes.
I take my temperature. I take my blood
Yeah.
pressure. I
Yeah.
take my
Serious.
vitamin C.
Yeah.
I take my zinc.
Hmm. That's it. That's it.
I have
Yeah,
my
that's
orange juice.
good.
I take my tea. I became a tea
Good.
drinker very young because my grandmother, that was her thing. She always drank tea, every day, and so
Yeah.
I have like a whole cabinet of different varieties of tea. And now my daughter, is a tea fanatic.
I love
So,
it. I love it. I
um,
love it. I love to see
yeah,
them starting at a young age. Yes.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
mom. Yes, mom. Okay. I love it. I love that little superstar. That's that. She is so adorable. And I think it's good that the pandemic made us become more aware of what's going in our body and what's
Yeah,
happening with our body. Because the key thing that you said is checking your pressure.
yeah,
That is so
yeah.
important with Black women. Like
Hmm.
our pressure will be higher than we even know. Like
You're
you'll just
right.
be like going at it for 7 days straight, and the next thing you know, so
Yeah,
if you're not checking it, it could get real dangerous.
yeah.
So
It
I'm really
can.
glad that you do
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I love it. Okay, I act like I feel like I'm in her house now, you guys. This is not MTV Chris. This is Conversation with D Shields Chris. I'm all in B.Fly's house right now. B.Fly, tell us about anything more that you want to say about that, and also tell us about your work. We went into it a little bit, but your work in the radio and podcast industry.
um, let's see. When I initially started off, uh, oh, another thing people don't know about me, as far as rituals, I'm not. So I was a vegan for 8 years,
It's
and
hard.
so after I had my daughter,
It is
I got
hard.
on. Yeah, I got to
Yeah,
eating chicken again. So, because I went from vegan to pescatarian, so now I just do chicken. I haven't had like any red meat or any of
that's
that
good.
in probably about 12 years now. Um,
Oh, I'm so happy. I am
so,
so happy that
but
you have, but not
you
that
know,
anything to
I,
the meat lovers. I love you guys, and don't come from me, meat factories.
yeah, I'm
But I'm
I'm a
glad you're
fluffy
doing
I'm a
that.
fluffy
Yeah.
girl because I like bacon and I like dessert. So,
I love potatoes. Like people are like, D, you have so much that you won't eat. But baby, she will eat her potatoes and she
yeah,
will eat them so much and so
yes,
frequently.
girl
So
loves her
yes,
potatoes.
but I have a substitute for the things that I won't eat. I do have substitutes I have to work on. But I'm so crazy because I'm like, no red meat, but I'll pile on some potato, big old baked. I like those big old baked potatoes. Like you guys remember potatoes, etc. Remember eating that in high school?
Yeah,
That place?
yeah.
Yeah, you used to load all that stuff. Where,
All
if
the
anyone
toppings
knows
on
where
top of
one
your
is
potatoes.
near Denver, Colorado, please let me know. I will load and load and load. Like that's my favorite thing to eat. Okay,
But
so
yeah,
yeah, I didn't know that. I did not know that about you.
and
And the vegan journey, did it bring any kind of clarity for you as far as what people say? I just haven't been able to find a
to do
thing.
it,
Yeah, haven't been able to do vegan.
yeah. Um, it did. I actually felt better. Eating a lot of meat, I experienced a lot of stomach issues. Um,
Yeah.
I can remember literally probably buying like Pepto Bismol like several times a month, just because my stomach would get so upset from eating different meats. And so, as soon as I tried that, I don't have any digestive problems anymore.
That's
or any of
good.
that.
Yeah,
So that
exactly,
was that
exactly.
that was kind of one of my goals, and one of the things that I just kept going with because I didn't have that issue. And so even though I do still eat chicken or whatnot occasionally, I still don't have the abdominal, and I think that's because I don't do the red meat part of it.
That's
No,
good.
no
And I
offense to
think that's
those that
right,
eat
exactly.
red
Meat
meat,
lovers,
but
y'all can have your
yeah,
red meat. We're not coming for y'all on that. Yeah, but I agree with you. I think it is something
yeah,
weird that happens to the digestive tract with red meat.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
but yeah, so with radio, I started off um uh I think it was just, yeah, just me. I don't think I've ever had a co-host. I did
yeah.
shows with other people. Um, I did a show when I first started the Beautiful Butterfly show. I was doing it with another guy named Dash, and so
Mhm,
we
mhm.
did um, a show together. And once that stopped, I just kind of focused on myself, and then eventually I did the Anthony and the B.Fly show. Big shout out
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Anthony
yeah,
Collins,
yeah. Shout
who he
out to
also had
Anthony.
another dynamic show on BTR as well. Him and Rashida Lucas, they
Okay,
had a show called Laugh and Tears, and it was just, I mean, it was just a great wholesome show. They're out of Chicago, so they talked about a lot of issues,
right.
that went on in their communities. I just thought it was a great show, and so me and him connected. Like we still rock to this day. I'm trying to get him to
Yeah.
come back and do this radio thing again one day. So
Exactly.
we'll
Yeah,
see.
I like when we have the co-hosts. I had my co-host that I had for the Battle of the
Yeah,
Sexes, and people really really love that both
yeah,
version dialogue from the women and the men. So yeah, I hope he
yeah,
does come back and do that. Yeah,
yeah. But see,
that's always a good vibe.
when I came along, I thought well, I still do. I consider you a big dog. Like you had
Thank
some
you,
big
thank you,
big
thank
time
you.
people
Yeah,
on your
I
show. So
had I think one of the ones that I thought that you guys were like, I know she's not about to be nice to him. When I had Eric Williams, basketball wife, shout out to Eric.
I remember that.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah. When
good
I had
one.
him on, they're like, D, why are you always being nice? So I'm not. I'm people that are shocked about me with Martel Holt. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, they don't know me from how I my interviews go. I'm not about to throw a chair at my guests just because you guys are mad at them. So yeah, I think I miss Blog Talk Radio, and I never would have met you. I never would have met a
Yeah.
host of other great people if it was not for Blog Talk Radio. And I only came because of Barack Obama. I found Blog Talk Radio because I
Really?
was trying to find out about this candidate, and he was on
Oh
Blog Talk Radio,
wow.
and I started listening to his show. But of course, when you listen, they're like, "Hey, want a show? Want a show? Hey, girl, you
Oh
got
my
something to
god.
say?" You know, the
I
guests
loved
would
it. I
always come. Yeah,
I did.
yeah,
I loved your show
yeah.
because it was
Thank
like,
you.
well, what, I don't know. I don't want to misquote quote the title, but you were like the real raw, uncut. Like it was, you
I
know,
was trying, I wasn't really following the rules because I have a sailor mouth, come from a Christian background with a sailor mouth. I can't explain to you guys. So I didn't really know that you weren't supposed to say the Howard Stern things on there. So I
yeah.
didn't have the blueprint book and I would just go at it. And I didn't
I
get
loved
cut
it.
off, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we had some shows. There was another guy, I forgot his name, Dr. Something. That was a good show too. He was like a sex
Dr.
talk
Ooh
kind of.
Wee.
Dr. Uwe. That way you been at Dr. Uwe. Yeah, that was
I
some good
still keep in
shows.
touch with Dr. Ooh Wee.
Okay, tell him I said shout out to him. I have
Yeah,
yeah, those
yeah.
shows were fun.
Man, listen.
Man, Dr. U and we, cause them talks,
Wait,
those were some
yeah.
talks. Oh
That
my
was some
God,
real,
yes.
real deal.
Yeah, you have so many limitations on here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no. So now also share what you're doing with books. I'm excited.
Oh, right now I'm doing some PR work for different authors. Right now I'm working closely with Arthur Lyric Brown out of
Relax.
the Bay Area.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
homie. We actually
yeah.
met. from coming on my show a couple years ago with
Okay.
his first book he had put out. And,
Yeah.
like again, it goes back to that vibe that you get with
Yeah.
people. I just felt like he just had a good spirit about him. He was hungry. He's hungry and passionate about what he
Yeah.
wants to do in the industry. And so,
Yeah.
and I just kind of did my own thing. And so he would reach out. He was a consistent supporter. And so
Right.
he
Exactly.
constantly reached out.
That's
Sometimes just to
good.
say, "Hey, what's up, B? How you doing?" And so he created Silent Noise Inc. And he
Love
said,
it.
I would love to have you to be a part of the
Yeah.
team. So,
Love
which
it.
was
Love
different
it.
for me. I'm
Yeah.
used to doing stuff solo.
Yeah. Come on.
So,
You used to work it by yourself. I know. I know. I know
yeah,
that vibe.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you,
So,
so you're going to be on. I know I can't dig in and get too many drops, but what can you drop for us here on D Shield's conversation that's happening with Silent Noise Inc? Like, what's some tea I don't know?
wow. Um, it's a lot of heavy projects coming out. It's
Okay.
apparel. It's also a podcast. So I
Oh,
guess I will share the podcast. So yeah, we're doing the Chef's Kitchen podcast
okay.
for authors. So if you're interested in coming on there, you just get in touch with myself or Lyric Brown, and we'll set it up to do interviews because our main focus is to get people as much exposure as we possibly can.
Right.
That's the thing about the internet is that um, we can come in contact and be exposed to so many different avenues.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to open that up even more. So it's a lot
Yeah.
of great things in the works.
Yeah. I know that journey. I'm just have my first little. It's not a contract, but a branding company that's coming on to help me kind of push the
Hmm.
books and I have no editor, so are you guys gonna have editing services before the
Yeah.
whole
So
world come down on me? Are you guys gonna have editing services?
yeah. So all of that is going to be happening definitely very soon. I
Okay,
actually Oh my goodness, I meant to get it out. I actually have your first book on my bookshelf.
the one that
Um,
I'm bringing
over.
that cover back do you have the original cover?
I think I do.
Do
I
you?
think I
Oh my
do.
God! There's
Like
so
the
many of
sex
those.
kitten, Miss Diva
Yes.
like.
Oh, I was just, trying to make sure that I gave you guys what that girl was like. This good girl. This good girl, she don't do them kind of things. But yeah, that first cover was so risky because I consulted with my best friend. You know how men are. So I consulted with my
Yeah.
best friend in New York, and I said I'm gonna do this, and he said you bet not. And I was like, well, you're not my daddy, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this cover. And he's like, I said don't, and I did it anyway. So yeah, oh man, the memories of the
Oh
reactions.
my gosh.
When I first went to my mother's house, there's a big poster of it. I was like, this is about to be a conversation. I don't know why she has this in the living room, but this ain't about to go good. You know what I'm saying? It was a deep conversation indeed. I mean, just putting all your boyfriends in one book. Oh my, come on, ma. All right, so let me get back to Miss B.Fly.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, B.Fly, what would you say is the most? I don't want to skip ahead. Do you what would you say is the most important part of your work? Why you do it? I mean, you kind of have given it to us that
Mm,
part about if I have a vibe and I feel it, then I'm all in.
mm, yeah.
When is your birthday? When is your birthday? I forgot to ask. What month?
August
What's your sign?
13th. I'm a Leo.
Mm-hmm. Y'all so loyal. Y'all are so loyal.
We
Y'all,
too
y'all
loyal.
so loyal.
We can be
My
too
sister
loyal
is a Leo. My baby sister is a Leo. That's so loyal.
Yeah,
It's a gift. That's a gift.
they
That's a
are.
gift. Don't be.
It's a, it's
Yeah. Don't be.
it,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a gift and a curse. Like some people take
Yeah.
advantage of that.
Yeah, they do. They do.
you know.
Because it's you don't, but you don't run away from, like, I'm a runaway bride, so you kind of
Okay.
need a little sense of loyalty in relationships. So I
Not a runaway
commend
bride.
yeah, it's just a whole runaway bride. She do it all the time. All right, so
But
so
yeah.
what
So
do you feel is the most
um,
important part of your work?
man. Um, I do what I do because uh, I'm passionate about it. Going back to my shows, which of course I'll share some stuff later on, but my earlier shows I talked about a lot of topics. I had people on who had AIDS and people who had been molested, people who um, abused, people who had drug addictions, alcohol addictions, all kind of things. And so I felt like these were topics that, especially in the Black community, we have a tendency to stray away from, and
Yeah.
we don't talk about it, which is why we
Yeah.
see the result of a lot of stuff that's happening now, because
Exactly.
Uncle so and so, grandma, granddaddy told you not to talk about it no more, and so we just whatnot, So I
Yeah.
try to put bring topics and platforms and introduce people to the world that I feel can help other people get through some of the trauma that they've been through, and not necessarily trauma. I've had people in the industry who make millions of dollars, and so they want people to
Yeah.
make that money. They want to help people, discover their passion and their dreams. So it's just about
Yeah.
bringing a platform to people that can actually help people. I want you to be able to listen to the Beautiful Butterfly show and say, you know what, I learned that, and I knew that I was on something the day I did a show on prostate cancer awareness. And I did
Wow.
it because
Wow.
my grandfather actually died from that. And so I did that show, and it was a man, 65 years old, messaged me and said, B.Fly, thank you. Thank you for doing that show. I went to the doctor
Wow.
for the first time
Wow.
in over 20 years to get my prostate exam, to get my physical, and thankfully,
Bravo.
he
Bravo.
was doing
Yes.
well. So yeah, so
Exactly why
those are
you
the
do
moments.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the moments that
Exactly.
you know you're doing something right.
You are always doing something right. You've always had good shows on. Yeah, at one
Mm.
point, I love her poem. You know what I'm talking about? She was on Def Comedy Jam that you had on, and it was one of my favorites. And her name's not coming to me
um,
right now, but
Thea Monier, Thea
and
Monier.
and like the all, I like the relationship poems. You know me,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah,
yeah, you've had some good people on, but
yeah,
I like that somebody
yeah.
came and said when they can resonate with what they listen
Hmm.
to and it made them take the action because prostate cancer is one of those like
Yeah.
to literally not check it out. We've heard every family that probably listening right now, you, me, it's just constantly a repetitive story of
Oh yeah.
if the doctor saying if they had it came earlier,
If they had to
if
come
they
in,
had it came,
yep,
yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
That's good. I like that story. Thank you
Yeah,
for sharing that. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
But I know that you have a good vibe with people, and Oprah said something, and you're not you're the opposite of her because she said I don't like people when I went to her thing in Houston, and Stedman was saying she really don't like people, and so you like people, be fly, like you're able to deal with them and tolerate them and get the stories and get behind them and get the things that matter that people can
Yeah,
relate to. So that's good. That's good. I know you're
yeah.
gonna keep it up. I don't have to tell you to keep it up because I know you will. Um, she's like, I don't need your coaching, D. I got it.
No,
What was?
I took a break for
I
uh,
know.
the longest
I
time. I
know.
think after I had my daughter, I took a break to more or less focus on her. And then to tell you the truth, I also stopped because when I was pregnant, trying to talk for a whole hour, I couldn't breathe.
Exactly. It's like
I
I
couldn't breathe.
can't barely can get the couple words out. Exactly. I know
Yeah,
that.
so I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
and I would have guests on, and I was like, man, like, halfway doing the broadcast, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I just,
Yeah.
so I said, you know what, I think I'm going to wrap it up,
That's good. That's good.
and
Taking
yeah,
care of that baby while the baby's in the belly. I've seen girls dropping it hide on. I mean, TikTok just.
um,
I'm like, give me
uh,
the baby. Why are y'all doing all this while you're pregnant? Sit down. So that's good. You made the right choice.
uh,
Yeah, did it make the pregnancy a little easier? Like you weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I actually had
Yeah.
a yeah, I had a great pregnancy because besides stopping the show, I kind of got off social media for quite some
Oh,
time.
that's
I
good.
would come on every now and then to check on people, or whatnot, or if people sent me a message checking on me and baby
Yeah.
butterfly, I would respond. But I just kind of
Yeah.
I took a step back from stuff, and it really helped me. I think it
That's
really
good.
helped me to have a successful pregnancy.
That's good. Full
Yeah,
focus. Did you read to the belly? Like, what are some of the things that you
I
did?
did.
So school teacher stuff.
Yeah, I went. I was so excited when I first found out. Um, my husband, he didn't know at the time, but I would sneak to the mall and I would buy these little cute little outfits and I would hide
Yeah.
them like in the back of the closet because at the time we
Love
didn't
it.
know what we
Love
were
it.
having. So I got
Exactly.
what they call the gender neutral colors.
That's good. That's
Um,
good. That's good.
and
Getting
so
ready.
I
Getting
would,
ready.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
would read to her. I walk. And during my pregnancy as well, I was a vegetarian, so I just ate
Oh.
fruits and vegetables. Um, yeah, and so I
What?
ended
Not the
up.
why all three children, I ate the things that moved. If it came my way, my sister was like, that girl in some Doritos. The big bag of Doritos? Oh, come on.
Yeah,
My pregnancy was Snickers, Doritos, and then one of them was Taco Bell. And that child, she's grown now, but she's such a Taco
yeah.
Bell lover. Yeah, yeah. I'm not telling them anybody to do that. Don't. No, no. You guys do not do that. Do not don't eat anything unless what the doctor tells you guys to eat. Okay, are you still here, B.Fly? You guys, did I? Somebody, one of my viewers told me that viewing on YouTube. Thank you for Chris here for putting the shows up. They told me that I'm moving a lot. So if I am moving and causing noises in the background, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. Can you hear us, B.Fly? Okay, now we can hear you. We can hear you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I do a lot of moving, so I'm sorry about that. They say I slammed the phone down. They'll check you in a minute on social media. Like, I don't really like the way you wear your hair. Well, girl, you
Yeah.
can pay, and I will do it your way.
Can you
All
hear
right,
me?
so back. I can hear you
Can
now.
you hear
Can you
me?
hear me now?
Uh,
Can you hear us now? And let us know. Let's stop. Let's stop. Okay, he says he hears us. So, tell me one more time. Type
let's see.
that for me
Can you hear
again,
me?
Brent. Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you now. And you're moving.
Hear me.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Wait. Can you hear me?
Sorry, I can hear you. I can hear you. But you won't be able to hear my questions. Okay, so while we pause for a moment, thank you to those who are tuned in. Thank you. We see it trying to connect there. Um, oh, I could do a little. Hold on. All right, you guys, thank you for being patient. I'm gonna bring it back in, see if it moves. Okay, tell me, can you hear me? We'll be right back. Commercial break. All right, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Yay! It's the connection. It
This
really
technology,
what it
honey.
is remind you. You know who it reminds me of? Blog Talk Radio. This one.
Can you
This
hear
one.
me?
I can hear you. And we would do that over again. The callers be like, and they're like, I can't hear your
No.
caller. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I used to tell people it's Blog Talk Radio. I could, So be patient with StreamYard, you guys. It's all on StreamYard. All right. So we were going next to your biggest fear in life. Um,
Mm,
I wonder what you're gonna say.
mm.
uh, um, probably, and I know people are gonna get me after I say this, but
Okay.
um, probably not thinking I've did enough
Oh my
um
God. You
for
do so
people
much good. You
or
do
for
so much good. I can't know. It's got to be another one. It's got to
yeah.
be another one because you do so much.
Yeah, that's probably it. I
Oh,
don't feel like I don't know. Sometimes I don't know I am if I'm doing right by folks. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you're there for people in certain ways, but I hope I show up in a way that people can say, you know, she really showed up for me, in that time. Um that's my main thing is wanting people to know, like I'm one of those people, like it goes back to when we were talking about being a Leo and being
yeah,
loyal.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
when we have a friendship, that's what I consider it to be. Like I'm a friend. I'm not a friend by default or sometime a friend. Like I'm a friend, and so
yeah,
sometimes with that, you feel like maybe you're not getting that in return from people, or maybe you're
yeah,
not getting that enough. So yeah, so
yeah,
my biggest fear is um to make sure I'm doing enough in this world, or I've impacted people in some type of way that that they
yeah.
know I can.
I feel that you do. When I look at you and Terry, shout out to Terry out there in California. So when I look at you, when I look at Terry, when I look at Lyrics, you guys are always consistent. You're always supporting others. You're always saying, I have too many things going on because I'm too social media. You know what I'm saying? So, but you guys stay focused. Like you stay on the cause, on the mission, and that's it. It's helpful for people like me, like reminder, like get back in the zone, D. Because you
Yeah,
remember when I took my break, I took a long one,
you did.
from pot.
You did. But now
I'm runaway bride.
but now you be on it. Like you be like,
Yeah,
B, you wanna watch this movie? I'm like, no, girl, I ain't seen
yes,
that yet.
yes.
Did
Like,
you hear
let's
this
let's
story?
watch
Did you know
this.
this
Yeah,
artist? And I'm like, no,
yeah,
no. Oh,
yeah. I do my and then I like when we did what was it, entanglement on Instagram. Oh Lord, we got to come back
yeah.
and talk about that one. Yeah, we got it. That me and you have to have a discussion. If you catching up with Love and Marriage Huntsville, you and I have to come back and talk. That one is something else. That one is something else. And watching the viewers with that one, so we got to come back on that. Okay, so I'm kind of shocked because you do more than enough for so many people. I want the universe to increase you a team of young people because they're so amazing. So I hope you get some interns in college that are hungry and ready for it and want to see how it gets done. And they just send you
Yeah.
a whole dozen of them so
Oh,
you can
thank
do
you.
more, But yeah, I speak that. We're going to speak that into the universe.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
But what I would say next is flight or road trip. Do you like to get it over with, or do you like going on the back roads and taking your time?
Okay, so another new thing, I have never been on a plane in my life.
No,
No.
no, you have to. You have to do it. You have to do it. You got to do it too. It just go do it.
I'm like, I'm trying to think like where can I go?
Go
Like
to
the
what is it?
thing
What's
about
the
it
air?
is I
Go to
wanted to
Riley.
go where?
Just go to Riley. Go to Riley. Like the fastest one, get
Okay.
it over with real quick. Just go to Riley.
Okay.
And hit that airport up. There's so much to do in the airport. I would really
Okay.
make it just a flight. Just go hang out in the airport at Riley, all those little shops and all that, and fly back. That's what I would do. That
Well,
just
that
to
sounds
begin,
like
get
an
it
idea.
over with. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I really want,
yeah.
like, I really want to go to Dubai. I really want to go to Dubai. And
Me too.
so,
Me too.
everybody's like, well,
Yeah.
honey, that's a flight. So,
Yeah, that's a minute. Yeah, do a short one first.
yeah.
That's a
So I need to take a
minute.
short flight
Yeah,
somewhere. So I'm
yeah.
hoping my goal for 2021, hopefully, once this pandemic, does its thing, um, hopefully I can catch a flight at least to somewhere this year.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. And the people that I meet on the flights always tell me something new and different. There was a lady that I met, a white lady, elderly, and she
Yeah.
said that instead of Christmas gifts, because it was a Christmas flight I was on, the entire family took all the money that they would do for Christmas, for toys and
Mhm.
gifts, and they put it in a pool and said, whatever much money we have, whatever flights we
Mhm.
can buy, that's where we're going. And they
Oh, that's a
started a
good
new
idea.
tradition, and they were all on. It was the whole family on the plane, and
Oh,
she thought she was my best friend. But we were. It was a great conversation. But I like my quiet flights, and yeah,
yeah.
she wanted to be my best. I
That's
thought
a
I talked. I was like, this lady here.
man.
But yeah, that was a good idea. I want to do that one time. I want to do
Okay.
that with the family. Yeah, I
Okay.
want that would be
Yeah.
because just like whatever the money can buy that's saved up, go there. That would be
Okay.
interesting. Like
Yeah.
no real
That's a good
plan.
idea.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I like
Well,
that.
let me know. I want you to videotape that for us when you go. We want to see it.
Look, I will.
Yeah,
I will.
we want to see it on social media. Oh
I
my God,
want
I'm taking up
everybody to be
all
able to
your
see this.
time. Oh, tell your family I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I knew it was going to be a good one, y'all. This is one of my favorite guests. This is my favorite guest. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, current TV obsession. Like
Oh
you
Lord.
have to see it. You have to see it show.
Oh Lord. Mm, for a while it was, and I think they're going on break now. The have and have nots.
Whew. hmm hmm
See,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, me too.
originally when I
Me too.
first started, well, my aunt actually put me onto it, and I was like, I'm not watching that stuff. I'm not watching that. And so I started watching one show, then it led to the
Yeah,
next and
that's
the
it.
next and
Tyler, that's that
the
TP.
next.
That's that TP
Yeah,
hit.
yeah.
Tyler Perry gets you
So
every time. Yeah,
um and then it
yeah.
was of course now Atlanta Housewives. I've been Atlanta Housewives junkie for quite some time.
Okay, okay. What do you think about
And
my friends who, my favorite of favorites, Drew Sidora.
I love her. I love her
Me too.
personality.
Yeah.
I don't like how she was treated by some people coming
Okay.
on there.
I
I
know.
think
I know.
yeah, it was like people didn't, and that goes back to a conversation that we've had about especially black women supporting each other, and
Exactly.
just uplifting each
Exactly.
other. So I felt like her coming on there right away, like they just immediately shaded her,
Yeah.
and had so much negativity to say about it. I'm like,
From
well,
the
geez,
get. Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
get, like she hadn't even
Yeah.
sat down and had, two glasses of wine, and it was just like,
Exactly. Going in.
you
It was about the
know,
hair, made the comment about the
yeah,
lace. You don't
but I
like the
liked
lace,
her.
purchase
Yeah,
the lace.
yeah,
Like that's just
yeah,
my rule on everything. Whatever I mess
yeah.
up with hair. So I wanted her to, but Drew is not that kind of person. I wanted her to just,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
I really wanted to see if she would, kind of jump out of her character. But I think she's trying to stick to, being true to who she is. But I
Yeah.
think she's also one of those people, if people keep poking, like
hmm
they're gonna get a
They're gonna
different
get
side.
without like that side her and the husband when she gave her husband that day. Where you
Yeah,
been for four
yeah.
whole days? Yeah.
And then one more that I have is, I
Yeah.
don't know if you've seen it, Love After Lockup.
My daughter. Why are you and my daughter watching that?
Oh
Please
man.
explain that one to me. Is it really that
D,
good?
D, you have got to watch it.
Okay.
It's gonna get your brains going as to why, the psychological aspects of why people are
Okay.
doing what they're doing.
I love
And it's
that.
just so, I don't know, it's just so mind blowing to me that people actually kind of have these type of relationships, and how it just grows. And so it's an interesting show. So yeah, definitely catch your episode
Okay.
and kind of
Okay.
See
Okay.
what you think.
Okay, I'm gonna catch it. I mean, if it's got that relationship tea, I'm all in
Yeah.
for that relationship aspect. But yeah, I want to see it. 'Cause I'm like, okay, y'all getting with him when he in there, and then I see, the whole free Pookadook, and I'm like, but what Pookadook do? Before we before we break him back, what did he do? But yeah, but well, I'm talking free C murder, because I'm gonna say that every day. But now that would be a relationship that I want to see. Love after lockup. If maybe they have an episode where Monica goes and C Murder's getting out, and then they cover their whole relationship after. I think C Murder has
Yeah.
a chick. Girl, you can go. You bye. So anyway,
I'm actually interested to see that.
I would want to
How
see
their,
that.
that relationship plays out with Monica and
I do.
murder.
Yeah, me
People
too.
had so many different speculations of what that was like. So
I want to see it. I want to see it, and I just, him as a person. What an unfair situation. Okay,
definitely.
so, favorite social media app. When you took your break, did you go off of all of them?
Um, pretty much. I definitely abandoned Twitter for a long time.
Yeah, it keep me alive.
Um, yeah, but actually, you discover a lot with Twitter, like
Yeah.
the latest Trey Songs thing.
And you know what? As I look into the eyes and the soul of my man, I ain't see it. That Trey song.
Okay, so you didn't see
I
it,
don't know
girl.
what
So let
happened.
me tell you.
You can tell me what happened.
So I just jumped on there. Actually, my cousin and my sister were in a group text, and they said, "Man, Trey Songz is lighting up Twitter." And I'm thinking like, "Oh
Lit
Lord,
it up.
what he done got into? What girl is he beefing with now?" You know.
What cop did he fight today?
So I'm on Twitter, and one girl instantly like, "I got the video," and I'm like, "What
Yeah.
video?" So
Mm.
you find out a lot on Twitter.
I mean,
What
Twitter
is
just
it?
really, people are no holds barred.
None,
Jack is
none.
over there, he'll ban Trump, but he ain't banning that, so it happened, you guys, and it happened on Twitter. It sure did. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I'm going. That's my first question that I have when I bring on Mr. Marcus. What's your thoughts on Trey Songz?
But I guess I don't know. I think right now my favorite one, which is because I just like to kind of have fun with it, is TikTok. I really love some
I
TikTok.
know.
Me
Yeah.
and my daughter be TikToking. My sister
Okay.
calls us the TikTok queens because
Oh, I gotta
we
go to
were
your
TikTok.
TikTok. Okay,
Yeah, man,
how
we
do we find you
TikToking
on
a minute.
TikTok? How do we find you on TikTok? I want to
She
go. I want
actually
to
got
see.
me on to my mom was my daughter was talking about it, and I was like, "What?" She was like, "Yeah, mom." So she make her little videos, and so
That's
a couple of them,
good.
me and her in them. So that's our like guilty fun time pleasure. So I would say TikTok.
Okay, TikTok. Do you want to tell us how to find you, or y'all want to keep that just for y'all?
Sure, y'all can follow me, Ms. Butterfly One.
Miss
Um,
Butterfly One.
yeah.
Okay, I'm a TikTok junkie in the sense of I post less, but I scroll. Like, how
Oh,
you go on
oh
there and
yeah,
you're like, I'm just gonna look at a couple, just a
yeah.
little few,
That's
and
what
you're
me and my
like,
sister do, man. Me and my sister, we like
mhm,
share. Did you see this? Did you
mhm,
see that?
mhm,
Share,
mhm.
like that's what we do. It's
Yeah.
fun, though.
It
Yeah,
is. But I love seeing people from all over. Like this, it's like you took a flight
yeah,
all over the globe with
it
TikTok.
is true. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. I like that part
definitely.
too. Well, I'm gonna go over
Yeah,
there. I will make sure Mrs. Butterfly won, right? I'm gonna make sure that
yeah.
we go over there and check it out. That's your superstar. I'm telling you, that's your little Beyonce. So
I know, right?
I'm following her little life. I love it. Um. So what is the secret talent? Are we gonna
My,
discover it on TikTok?
look, you might. Yeah, go on
Okay.
TikTok and see my
Okay.
secret talent.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess. Um, I don't know. I think I'm just kind of I'm goofy, I'm just one of them people like when there's a quiet moment, I say something, people just start laughing, and it's just I
Okay.
don't know. So yeah, I
Comedy,
just like to have
comedy.
fun.
Okay. Amateur night. Would you ever dare try amateur? We can try it together.
Oh,
Because I think I could get on the stage and make a couple people laugh. You wouldn't do it?
mm-mm, mm-mm. I sit in the
No.
audience and cheer you on, but no.
Then most people gonna be like, "Going, D, that's not funny." Because
Be up
everything
there.
everything I think is so funny, and I'll laugh for so long, and honey, you'll be like, "He's looking at me like, why is that funny to you?" But I'm
Yeah,
like,
you know, they'll be sitting back with their
because
arms folded, like,
men in
oh,
relationships, I create scenarios when I see couples fighting in public. It's a mess. And I'll create what I think they're fighting about. And he's
yeah,
like, that's not even, you have no idea where does that stuff come from. He cheated. And see, after he cheated, then, blah, blah, and that's what I do. So,
yeah.
yeah, that's not good. And what's the most adventurous thing that you've done in your life, whether in North Carolina or Georgia? Have you been up in the mountains hiking?
I have. Actually, when before I right after college, I started working with kids with mental and behavioral problems, and
Oh,
so we
wow.
actually would go hiking during the summer. Um,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you what, I think I had my first panic attack going hiking because the further you go higher up, the airflow, so the your breathing is a
I
little different.
know. I know. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I kind of like went into that, and so eventually after a while, I got used to it. So I
Yeah.
have been hiking. I've been
Okay.
skiing once.
Ooh, I'm
Um,
a fall. I can't. I think I'm a fall. I
it's
don't.
like a
Once I get the
whole
fall over with, then I'll
it's
be
like a
good.
whole body workout. Like, I mean, I was kind of tired after.
I think that's how I would feel. Like, cause you're doing this right, and then you're doing your
Yeah,
feet, and then you have to
yeah,
maneuver the hips. Yeah.
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 Like you're constantly doing that. I don't know. I guess the most. I don't know. Yeah, I guess hiking would be one. Um, I know
Skiing is
that.
adventurous. Skiing is adventurous because I'm scared. I haven't done it
Yeah,
yet. Not scared, but it's just it's so many
yeah,
people. Like if you go hiking, you may fall, and it's just you in that little dirt area. But
yeah.
you fall when you ski, and everybody about to see that epic hit.
Oh yeah,
Like,
oh yeah. One of the things
yeah,
I did get into last year was fishing. So
I saw that.
we
Yeah,
all went fishing for the first
yeah,
time, and so
yeah,
every time my daughter has a break, she's on my husband like let's go fishing, Daddy, let's go fishing. So he takes us
yeah.
fishing, and it was so amazing to do that because she caught her fish. And I was like so excited. You would have thought it was like the best thing in the world.
Yeah,
And so then she
yeah,
was
that's
excited
fun.
to see me catch it. So I would say fishing. Fishing was pretty
Yeah.
adventurous because you gotta.
Did you do worms? Because I just
We
I
did.
want to do
We didn't do
worms.
worms. I don't do the. I don't hook them on. No, 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 no.
I
I
don't want
can't
to do
do that.
that.
No,
Mm-mm,
no.
mm-mm,
They be
mm-mm.
moving too much. They be moving.
Yes, that's exactly. That's why I was like, I'm too squirmish.
They be all over the
I don't
place.
know
Now
how
my
to do
daughter
it. Yeah,
can. He can.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I can't.
yeah. Exactly. I mean, I so many things I want to try, and then there's these little,
Yeah.
like, yeah. Like, I don't know if you've had I'm not good. I'm not the cook in the kitchen. I don't cook. I will clean. So there's those things that y'all put in the pot and boil, and then they're climbing out. You don't know what I'm talking about. Honey's gonna be like, babe,
Um,
but he's from Louisiana. But I just don't like when they're moving around when you buy them at the grocery store.
the
Like, who came
lobster
up
and
with that?
the crawfish and stuff like that.
Yeah, who came up with that? Why would you want somebody alive on in your car all the way to the and then they're crawling all over the kitchen? No,
Oh yeah,
no,
yeah.
yeah.
I haven't did the live experience. I don't think I could do. Honestly, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could actually put a live thing in a pot and then put it on my plate for dinner.
I can.
Um, I
I
need
just
that to be
can't.
behind the scenes and then I eat it. But
And then I'll eat it. That's it. I'll clean the kitchen behind it. I got you. I'm a Virgo. The Virgo will scrub it down, but mm-mm. No. Yeah, I'm the same on that. All right. Did you want to share anything else with us on the adventurous theme?
Oh man. No, man. That's probably it for me. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And how would you
Mm-hmm.
define B.Fly, beautiful blood butterfly, Nala's mom? How would you define her in 3 words?
Mm. Loyal.
Indeed. Like, indeed, indeed.
um, very caring.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and just full of a lot of love, and intent for people, just in general. Yeah.
An unconditional lover. Yeah. Yeah, you accept us all. Even, I'm as crazy as they come. Once she has accepted me, and I'm the worst. So if she found a little love for me, then y'all, she gonna love her. Y'all will survive
I,
be fly,
I've come
right?
a long, I've come a long way. People who, my friends who are on here watching from college, I used to be a different side of me. I used to didn't care so much, and so
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't care, not in a sense, but it was more of I was just like a no nonsense type of
Right,
person.
exactly, exactly.
Um, I didn't tolerate it well, and I still, even now, if I feel like somebody's getting out of line or out of pocket, like, no,
Yeah. Do you let
but
them know? Like, you let them know, or you keep your distance. Like me, I stay in trouble trying to tell the person on my little distance route. Like, I'm gonna
yeah,
let you
it's
know because I don't want
probably,
you confused. Like, I want you to know I
yeah.
had to take a break.
It's probably a
Yeah.
little bit of both, depending on, what kind of relationship I have with that person. Like, I'll say something, but I'm very good at keeping my distance. I'm very good at that.
I'm a runaway bride, so I'm not gonna judge you because I use that word bride loosely. Like when I say runaway bride, in the sense of I have one incident on a job, and all my bosses will say the same thing every time a new boss calls an old boss. You're gonna love her. She doesn't like it. She's gonna tell you. If she doesn't like your response, she's gonna leave. Like they go through the same conversation. I'm running because if I can't do it, relationships too.
Yeah.
All right, and Honey knows that he hangs on. No, I'm joking. But anyway, all right. So I'm always off topic. I'm sorry about that. Favorite thing that you own? You have some great jewelry, but what are some favorite things that you own?
Favorite things that I own. I don't know. This probably is one of them. Um,
Oh,
my butterfly necklace.
yeah,
Just because it represents me and my brand and so forth.
exactly.
Um, Another thing that I own, probably is, I have a lot of things from my childhood, so I have a lot of toys and stuffed animals that I've been able to pass on to my daughter.
Oh,
So
you didn't tear
yeah,
the
my
heads off.
mom.
I thought tearing the hands off was. I have nothing to give to my children. I was like, how do I do that?
Yeah. I got some Barbie dolls, so
Oh,
she plays with some of the Barbie dolls. My mom gave her like a whole
wow.
bag of Barbie dolls that I had as a child, so she plays. So
Wow.
it's good to see like stuff I play with that
That
she like.
she's playing with. Okay, is she talking for them? Like I told my daughter the other day, the baby was driving, doing the Barbie, and she was in a car, and I said, well, you could just put her in a shoe. And she said, see, Mom, no. You were frugal. You wouldn't buy the Barbie car. We bought the Barbie car, okay? She don't have to put in a shoe and drive her down the hallway. So does she like really play act? Because I love play acting hard up
Yes,
until
she
I was
is very.
16 years old.
Yeah,
I retired
she
Barbie playing at 16. Yeah, I
she's
played a
very
long
active.
time.
She
Yeah.
I wish I had some of her dolls in here, but she actually makes Barbie doll clothes. So
Oh wow.
she has fabric.
Wow.
My sister got her like loads of fabric, and my sister-in-law
Yeah.
bought her a sewing machine. But she cuts up fabric. She cuts up old socks. She makes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're beautiful like halter top gowns and things I would have never thought of creating. As a
Exactly.
child. So
Exactly.
she's really into it.
I love that. Like she can start her little doll clothing
Yeah.
business. Yeah, I like that. I love that. I used to
Yeah.
just wrap stuff around and just like find
Yeah.
something, wrap it, changing the clothes in
Right.
it. But my
Yeah.
children were like, "Mom, just go buy the Barbie clothes." Jeez. Yeah, I do the most. But I like that, Nala. Keep that up. That's a whole business, girl. Um, what superpower would you want to have?
Oh man, I would want the superpower where you kind of just snap and be at a different place.
Yeah, teleport. Yeah,
Yeah,
like psh, psh. Oh, me
yeah,
too.
yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
everywhere. Like I don't think
yeah.
I really be
Literally.
fluttering because I would be
Yeah,
everywhere, especially the places I really
yeah,
want to go to, or people that I really wanted to see.
yeah,
Who may
yeah,
live further away, or sometimes you just wish you could get to people quicker.
yeah, yeah,
Especially like when you're
yeah.
traveling and so forth. So
Exactly.
I definitely wish I could
Exactly.
kind of just snap, you know, be there.
Yeah, and you're a busy mom, busy life, busy teacher. We learn
Yeah.
so much about you. I don't want to let you go, but your husband and your daughter, they not gonna give me a choice on that. So I'm gonna wrap it up to say, what do you feel like, B.Fly? What's inspiring you right now? It's so much going on since 2020. So what's inspiring you right now?
Mm. It will probably be cliche, but it's my daughter. She
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
has
that's
sparked
good.
a lot in me
That's
since she was
good. That's
born.
good.
A lot of people say I've changed since I
Nice.
had.
I love it.
And,
Yeah, that's always good.
yeah,
That's
but
good.
she's like, I mean,
Yeah.
because she's like one of my biggest cheerleaders. Like literally today, she was like, "Mama, you got your backdrop, you got
Yeah.
your ring." Like she's
She's
helping me test
already.
out stuff, and she's like,
Yeah.
"You getting ready to go on? You ready? You got your chapstick, your
Yeah.
lip gloss." Like
I
she's
love
like one
it,
of my biggest
Nala.
cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
love it.
in that instant, it lets you know she's watching. So whatever she's watching
True.
when she
True.
looks at me, I want her to be proud of it. I want her to look back one day and say, hey, my mom did X, Y, and Z in this position,
Exactly.
or she just saw me, living out to my fullest potential. So she
Exactly.
inspires me to be greater and to do greater things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love seeing how you have brightened up and how things have changed since the baby came along. And I love it. I love following you guys on Instagram. I'm about to stalk your TikTok like I do your Instagram. So, yes. B.Fly, the conversation has been amazing. You're always a beautiful personality and you lighten up the screen when you bring your personality here. So, I'm always grateful. Always grateful. I know I talk your head off. You probably said, okay, look, Nala, I'm going to be gone for about 2 hours because it's Misty.
Well, she's
Sorry about
playing.
that.
She's playing, and as long as she's playing, I'm good. But I do have a special announcement I want to share with the folks on your
I
show.
want to hear. Okay, yes,
Yeah,
do.
so I've been gone from radio and all that stuff for a while. So the Beautiful Butterfly Show will be returning. So
Yes! We're happy about that. It's time. It's time.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. So I'm
yes, yes, yes,
excited.
yes.
I'm looking
And you're
forward
gonna do
to.
it same podcast platform, or are you looking at? It's
Um,
so many out right now. So what are you
It
thinking
is.
with?
It is. So
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
this was one of the avenues
I
because I
love
did
it.
this with some other people as well, and then I'm look with at some other places. So yeah, I'll probably be
Yeah.
inboxing you and hitting you up. But
Yeah. Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
I
There's
just
one that I use, you guys. Like I see a lot of new podcasters. And
yeah.
what I did was it's a little bit of investment that doesn't really return the same, but it's called Spreaker. And if you
Yeah.
do $7 a month, they put you on all the platforms.
Okay.
So the it probably only pays back depending on how many downloads you get. I'm not gonna
Right.
tell you guys it's not gonna give a whole lot of money back,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it's worth it. It's not the third, it's not what we were doing on Blog Talk Radio. I don't want to make them look bad real quick. But yeah, it's a lot less than what we were doing. I almost did. Yeah, but I'd like that. I'm a one hit person. You know what I mean? Like I want to go one place,
Yeah.
have it all upload, and
Change
then so
everything.
I really, yeah, exactly. It saves when you're on this thing all the time.
Yeah,
It saves so much time.
it
And they
does.
just added Amazon, so don't have a sailor mouth, and they'll let you on.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
if you have a sailor mouth like Miss C, they're gonna tell you Amazon said they're still thinking about it, but they did just add, they did, they did just add Amazon on, so you can actually be up on Amazon also. So I think it's a great, like, if you can fit it in, yeah.
Yeah,
That
I'm
way,
definitely
yeah, the
gonna figure out.
broadener.
So I'm
Yeah,
excited. It's long overdue. You and I have had this
yeah,
conversation. So for people who
yeah,
don't
yes,
know,
yes,
it
yeah,
was a lot of things
yeah.
created by us doing what we do.
And for
Um,
years, and to see people suddenly, it's saturated with podcasters. There's a
yeah,
lot of podcasters right
yeah,
now. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah,
'cause we actually like laid. I don't really think a lot of people realize. Unless they were around during that time, we kind of laid the format for a lot of. We're seeing how people are doing their shows, and we kind of laid those formats years ago.
indeed,
And
indeed,
probably if we would have had different connections and different booths, we might
exactly.
be, in different position or
Yeah,
whatnot. But hey,
exactly. It's our season now, the Beautiful Butterfly Show. I see you doing so much, so I'm here for it. I'm gonna be tuned in to I'm here for it. I'm sorry that I can't tune in all the time, you guys, but I'm working on a better D in 2021. Like,
look, I
what really
understand.
works for me is like, and people like, D, don't nobody owe you that. But if people send it to me or tag me, I'm gonna
Yeah,
stop. But it's
yeah.
so much going on all the time that sometimes I'll be like, I forgot. And then I'm at the after show trying to
Oh, I
type
get
in my
it.
thoughts. Yeah, no, no,
I
no. But
get it.
I'm cool. I'm cool with supporting every bit of it. I love your journey. I love
No,
what you
thank
and
you.
Lyrics Brown are doing. So shout out to that. How do you
Yeah.
want them to find you on Instagram and Twitter?
Instagram. So on Instagram they can follow me at the Beautiful Butterfly Show. On Instagram, come and follow us. Then on Twitter, Beautiful Butterfly Show as well. On there, come and connect with me. And you guys can connect me with on Facebook,
Yeah.
Bianca Fly or the Beautiful Butterfly Show page if you want to be a guest or maybe you want to promote on the show. I'm always down for promotions. That's another part of my thing that I do
Yes.
is promotions as well. So definitely check me out. But yeah,
Thank
send
you.
me a request.
And I'm excited that you came on the show, that you share with the viewers. I hope a lot of people that y'all do go and follow and support. Don't just look and comment. I want you guys to go and click and follow and
Oh, I gotta
support.
give a shout out
So
to my best friend Jerry. I don't know if you
so
guys can see my
cutie
earrings.
pie.
But
I
she has a jewelry
can.
company called Ad Embellishment. So go follow Ad Embellishment on
Okay.
Instagram, on Facebook.
Okay.
She does phenomenal stuff. She has beautiful pieces. And I'm just excited. I'm excited for everybody who's out here doing their thing. I'm still
Yes.
proud of you. Like you've been holding it
Thank you.
down,
Thank
like
you. I
for
try. I
so
try. I
long.
try.
So
A lot of
I'm
growth, a lot of
definitely
growth. I'm always like, people are like, why are you not doing this and that? We're thinking of it, you guys. Like, it's in our mind. It's just,
yeah,
it takes a lot of
that's
time,
right. It
But
does.
for the jewelry lady, can you put that um also in the link underneath in
I
the
will.
comments? Yeah, okay, thank
I
you.
will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love that. Thank you so much, B.Fly. I'm glad that you came on. I hope I didn't disappoint you.
You did, and I had a great time.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Thank you. And the bloopers are the best part of that's
I
I
know,
tell
right?
you. I'm like, when y'all come, be ready for my bloopers. I'm sorry beforehand. But
Look, I
thank
had to make sure
you.
I was right. I was like, Miss Diva be having the light and
Oh my Lord. God,
the
and then
trees
I'm
be
trying to
looking
get a
right.
bigger I'm trying to get a bigger. Can y'all see this thing? Okay. So this one I found at Burlington,
Oh
and I'm
wow.
trying to get a bigger one,
Okay.
but I'm frugal. So if your company, any company that sells, you got to match
Look.
how I like to shop. But I want a bigger one, because the sun will come in. But if it's a snow day and all, it's dark and gloomy
Right.
around
Right.
here a lot, then it doesn't give me, you know. I take what I
Right.
can take, but yeah, I'm looking to get. I've just found this one at Burlington, but I do want to get that really big. You know how they have it, like the makeup girls have with they
Yeah.
kind of glue. Yeah.
I
So
just got
yeah,
this one. So it was pretty inexpensive, but so far I like it. So I'm gonna have to send you the details on it because
yeah,
I'm frugal too. I don't like to spend all
yeah.
that.
I don't want to spend. I seen one of like 100 something for some
Yeah.
lights. Stop it! I
Yeah.
would have honey stand here with a flashlight, and my children can't stand that. Sorry.
Like,
I'm
honey,
sorry,
move it over here
B.Fly.
to the left.
Like, move it over to the little bit so I'll see your head, babe. No, I'm joking. But thank you. Thank you, B.Fly. Thank you for giving me all your time. I appreciate
You are
you.
welcome. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna check out you and Nyla later on tonight. And you guys make sure I'm gonna have Mr. Holt come back. So please get over there this evening and watch Love and Marriage Huntsville over there on TV. And I have to have Mr. Holt come back. Some confusion that came through on some of the things that he said on the show. So me and him are gonna have to do a part two, and then I'm gonna be begging
Uh-oh.
for the PR from Melody to try to get
Uh-oh.
his wife on. And I'm also, I'm in between it all. So I'm gonna try to get the alleged mistress, alleged
Mhm.
mistress, and maybe all of us could have a conversation, try to get this all worked out. So y'all
Well,
go
that's
watch Love and
what
Marriage Huntsville. That's a free plug for them, right? Thank you, B.Fly.
Thank you.
Thank you, and have a really good one. And we'll talk again soon.
All right. You have a good one.
You too.